Get in the Ring connects startups to opportunities to start, grow, and scale up their business.
The reason I said yes to this one was because we were coming to the home of Philips and going to spend the day with the Philips executives.
All these entrepreneurs that have great energy, they have great tools, and they all want to change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Get in the Ring.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this Geneva edition of the Impact Get in the Ring series. We started in The Hague, we went on to the beauty of Berlin, we went through to the delights of Lisbon, and now we're today here in Geneva. But we go on to Copenhagen and Oslo, and we're going to get to the final in the autumn. I am Keith Wallace. I am the global ringmaster of Get in the Ring. And as you can see today, we're not in the ring, but I'm here to take you through. My background is Impact because I am the senior investments manager of Hivos Food and Lifestyle Fund at Hivos Impact Investments. So hopefully we're going to get something of the business, something of the impact, and something a little more. So stick with us today, and we're going to have some fun with each other. Welcome to our champions. Welcome to our startups. We are going to start with this first and only battle of today. So let's see, who do we have in the blue corner?
Thank you. I'm Govinda, CEO founder of SmartHelio. We are the doctor of solar panels. We make solar panels live longer.
You make solar panels live longer? We're going to find out a lot more about that. So who's against you today from the company Alver? It's Maybrit. Maybrit, are you in the other corner, in our red corner today?
Yes, I am. Hi, I am Maybrit from Alver, and we've developed a range of high-protein vegan foods with our golden chlorella microalgae.
Now, Maybrit, I'm going to ask the question that everyone out there is asking today. They might be high in protein, but do they taste good?
Of course, otherwise we wouldn't be in the food industry.
I love that answer. And we've got, of course, Nestle with us today, and they love selling things that taste good too. So I think we should get down to it and meet our champions, the people that are choosing who the winner of you two are to be. I'm going to be very old-fashioned and say it's ladies first. Monique, who are you and why are you the perfect champion?
Hey, look, I'm Monique, and I deal with emerging technologies, looking at how we can delight you now and in the future with all of this stuff that's happening. But for me, it's all about why I'm here is and why I'm relevant is because this is a top-of-mind subject.
Perfect. And what are you looking for from our fine startups today? What would make you vote their way?
I want you to take me on the journey, right? I want you to grab me emotionally, grab me about that narrative. I'm an engineer, so I'll get the engineering part, but I want you to take me on the journey itself.
Super. So if we don't see tears or laughter, you've failed when it comes to Monique. But let's pass on to Gerardo. Why are you the perfect champion, sir?
So, one of my aspects of my role is to bring the outside world in when it comes to innovation and really try to sort of, get some really great creative ideas into the organization. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here. As a marketeer and as someone who spent over 25 years in the food industry, of course, I'm always going to be looking for what is that consumer pain point or aspiration that we are trying to resolve.
I am seeing people taking that on board. I'm hoping we're going to get it in the answers we come. So we add a bit to the idea of emotion with really that pain point. So thank you on that one. Let's go to René. Why are you the perfect champion, and what are you looking for today?
Well, thanks a lot, and also welcome to the two finalists. Principally, I've been leading the startup engagements of ABB, and I'm chairman of ABB Technology Ventures. We have invested into more than 40 startups ourselves. We collaborate with more than 100 startups and have done a lot of R&D collaborations. So it's we see innovation coming from the startups and giving the energy from the outside into large corporates like ABB, and really also from our side to help the startups to conquer the world. That's our mission.
Well, amazing points from all of our champion members. I'm still seeing smiles on the face of the two contenders. So, shall we get started with the first and only battle of today? Is it a yes from all of our champions?
Yes.
Excellent. So, let's move into round one. It's introduction, and we're going to be modern and start in the blue corner with Govinda. Govinda, you have 30 seconds to convince us.
Thank you. According to PV Magazine, 20% of e-waste will be from batteries and solar panel by 2050. It's a humongous amount of e-waste. That's basically 1/4 of Switzerland covered with solar panels and the batteries. We at SmartHelio has developed proprietary solution which basically detects the disease in batteries and solar panels and make them live longer. So we produce more clean energy with our technology and reduce e-waste. Thank you.
Never met someone before that cures the disease in batteries, so I'm excited. But let's see, who do we have in the red corner? Let's have 30 seconds on your side to let us know what you do.
Hi, I'm Maifrid Buskov-Bridges, and I co-founded Alver together with Mine Uran, who was the head of protein R&D at Nestle. The rapid shift away from meat has created a need for healthy, high-protein vegan foods. And at Alver, we have created a range of high-protein superfoods with our golden chlorella microalgae. Our chlorella is unique due to the fact that it's neutral in color and in taste, making it easy to incorporate into everyday foods.
Very clear, and we heard the bell there, so just within the time. Well done. So let's move on to round two, the business model. We're going to stay in the red corner. Maybrit, over to you.
So the alternative protein market is expected to grow from 13 billion today to 290 billion by 2035. At Alver, we have doubled our sales each year and are already threefolding this year, selling through retail, pharma, online in several European countries. We also offer our superfood as a functional ingredient to other food companies. It comes in many colors, from white for dairy and red for meat replacement.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's move across to the blue corner.
Thank you. Our business model is very simple. We run a B2B SaaS model. We go to our solar utilities, so they are the people who produce energy from solar and sell it to the user. We go to them and tell that, hey, use our technology and we'll increase your production. So imagine a customer is producing 100 units. With our technology, he can produce 10 more units, that's 110, and we take 2 units from it. So it's a self-paying business model. Already we have had a revenue of $500,000 in 1 year, and we go through B2B channels. Thank you.
Well, you took we have revenue and you actually put a figure on it. So I think it's only fair that we ask Maybrit, what's your turnover to date?
So like I said, we doubled every year, and this year we're planning to reach 750,000.
She took your $500,000 and raised it by another 250,000. So I know who won that round. Well done, Maybrit. But there are many more rounds to go. So let's move on to round 3 and let's find out about the impact here. And who's going to go first on the impact? I think we are going to go to Govinda again. Let's hear, why are you amazing in impact?
Thank you. We have 3 kinds of impacts. Using our technology, the solar utilities can produce 10% more clean energy. Using our technology, we saved last year 100,000 solar panels. Otherwise, they would have landed in landfill. And using our technology, we saved or made our customer produce, get revenue of $500,000 more in just 1 year. So these are the 3 impacts we'll look for. Thank you.
I love it when people take impact and put money in. It shows that they are making impact through a proper business model. But let's hear from the red corner. Maybrit, Let's hear about the impact from you.
So we have the most sustainable protein available today, as our full life cycle analysis demonstrates that we require on average 4,000% less water, land, and CO2 than that for the production of beef. And this is because of our production process, which is 100% natural. Our golden chlorella is naturally high in protein, vitamins, and minerals, so no extraction, no transformation energy is required. We ferment our chlorella vulgaris strain, then it's washed, dried, and packaged.
I love the way you snuck that in at the end. Very nice indeed. Well, Gerardo, a question from your side.
Sure, and this is a question for the red corner. The addressable market, or the numbers you gave us, is incredibly significant. The one thing that I would like to know is, which business are you in? And what I mean by that question is, are you in the business of building a brand and going into retail, or are you in the business of selling the ingredients on for transformation by other players?
Thank you so much for that question. Most microalgae companies have started off with trying to make big scale production to bring the cost down. What we decided to do was we would do it a little bit the other way around, and to build a market and build a brand. So we had small quantities that we managed to produce, and we've built then the brand Alver for our finished products. So we have a range of finished products. So for example, let's say our pasta. Our pasta tastes like traditional Italian pasta. It has 22% protein, and we can get it onto the market. People can see it, people can taste it, people can say, wow, this is amazing. How did you do that? What is this microalgae, this golden chlorella all about? Having done that, we have created not only consumers and brand awareness around microalgae, around chlorella in general, but also what it's done is it has interested the industry. So other food companies who have also then become interested in being able to buy our golden chlorella as we are in the process of scaling up. So we actually have two parts of the business. We have Alver as our B2C, if we can call it, and we have our golden chlorella ingredient as a B2B market.
Super. So let's move on to round 4, the need and proposition, and we're going to the red corner.
Great. So following up from Gerardo, with our 4 million Swiss francs already raised, we have developed yellow, white, and red chlorella and scaled up the production to satisfy the growing demand. We're looking for an additional 1 million to accelerate brand awareness. This could be in the form of equity or convertible bonds, and we invite you to join our high impact startup, and together we can offer food that is good for us and for our planet.
I love that rehearsed line. It's a perfect way of ending round 4. So let's move on, and let's move across to the blue corner. Govinda.
Thank you. So we have two propositions. One is like, anyone who has solar plant on their roof, let us know that we exist. So help us reach out to these people. We can increase the production more. And the second is that end of the year, we are raising our next round of around 2 million. So we'll be very happy to collaborate and discuss if anyone is interested in our project. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much with this. So just to be a little clear on the rounds, because, people mentioned figures there, and I'd like to make sure that there's some equality. How much are you raising and at what valuation? So let's start firstly with Govinda.
I cannot say that one, but that will be around, let's say, 15 to 20% of dilution with that thing.
Okay, well, maybe you want to share it just with our jury members privately. I understand. Let's go to MyBrit and see if there's a bit more openness there. Or is this a Swiss issue? I don't know. We'll find out.
We've already raised the majority of the funding that we require for the production. So really for the nitty gritty of it. And what we would like is to bring on board investors who are in this space, who can also help us develop, especially on the brand awareness and getting microalgae out. So like I said, we have about 1 million already available for a new investor to come on board. And that would be about 5%.
Okay, then that's a little more openness. Okay, so Govinda, hearing your answers, decided he'd like to share a little more. Govinda, back over to you.
Thank you. So we are raising very little money because we are highly profitable. So we have a margin of 50% in every product we sell. So that's why we don't need a lot of money. And I think what we are looking for is just not money, but the person bringing his brain and the network for us, because we are already highly profitable.
I love that. So you're looking at all these money people and you're making them have some sort of feeling. Let's move to Monique, because it is time to hear more questions from our jury.
Govinda, what does brain power mean to you? Is this brand recognition? What are you doing in Switzerland? It seems like you have some pretty critical partners. If we look at Switzerland, what does that mean? What is your ask?
Right. I think Switzerland, we are placed to become the company who's going to dominate the world, because it's just the branding works well. That's the first thing, because we're in center. Source quality, everyone talks. Second thing is that the research is exactly coming from EPFL. And we have already raised around 2 million just to do R&D stuff and happening high tech here. So that's one. Third part is that the scale up is happening not in Europe actually, but it's happening countries like in US, in Australia, in India, in China. Fourth part is that we are not going geographically, we are going with the companies like Total. I get them under my belt, but then Total will take me to Africa, take me to India, take me to Middle East. So that's the approach we have taken as a Swiss brand. It just works out so well.
Let's move up to Gerardo. There were also some questions up there.
Thank you. And this is a question to the red corner again. You mentioned in the need and proposition round that the additional funding would be to be put behind marketing and brand building activities. As you extend sort of on a more geographic footprint, do you feel that 1 million Swiss francs of investment is enough, given how competitive this category is, how dynamic it is? And the other question attached to that is, as you start knocking on the doors of retailers and they start to ask for more trade margin as the segment becomes more competitive, how do you truly tell your story that is more unique and more differentiated versus all of the other competitors that you are up against?
Yes. This is a reason why we wanted to get out into the market as the first ones with products that are high in protein due to the microalgae. So we've already set ourselves a benchmark, if we can say, of loyal customers at the moment. So the idea is retail is not our ultimate goal. Retail is nice to have, and hopefully they will not want to put massive margins on products that are healthy and tasty and sustainable. The idea is to get to reduce the consumption of meat is really the overall objective here. And the fact that we can be part of that and facilitate that is a huge impact that we can facilitate.
René, what's your question, and to which corner is it going?
Well, first of all, you're really great finalists. I go now to the blue corner, to Govinda, in order to, with you are like a doctor. Your product is like a doctor of solar panels and batteries, what you're describing, and there's a lot of technology behind it. Can you reflect a little bit more how you differentiate to other providers? What makes your solution unique?
I think that comes from the research background I came from. So that's one thing, that we were looking into these things back in the days, like 5-10 years. And also it comes from my experience, that what I have observed while going through my first startup, like really teaching people about solar panels. So that's the DNA. So let's say that I have intent to do those things first. Second is on the technology side, we have been able to build a very affordable hardware, which basically has a brain and which can detect it's like a Fitbit, but super affordable, like $10. And none of the company has been able to reach to that $10 production thing. I'm bluffing here, $10. It is somewhere here and there, but it's highly affordable.
I think your behind this is also a deep learning model, right?
Absolutely. It's basically mixed between the physics. So we really understand that. So it's like, detecting the blood of our body, and with the blood's movement and the RBC and WC count, you can detect a lot of diseases, right? We have model where we can know how the current and the voltage flows in the panel. That's the blood of the panels. And I know that when they fluctuate, I know what's happening to them. That's the physics. I make it accurate using deep learning. So that's where AI ML come into picture, but that's 20% of the thing. I'm already very 90% accurate. If you just give me plant today, I can tell you 90% that that's the problem you have.
Thank you.
Super.
Thank you, René.
Thanks, René. And actually, I think it's the time to say to the jury, let's have you think about who you'd like to win, red corner or blue. I think they're both worthy winners. It's not going to be easy. And what we'll do while this is happening is I'm going to go and chat to someone from the embassy of the Netherlands in Switzerland. And I think I'm going to ask him a few points about impact as well, because I'm really excited about this now. So, jury, take a few minutes. We're going to have this interview and then we'll join you back. Well, the jury is now thinking who they want to be the winner. And while they do that, we are going to go back to Switzerland to meet Rick, who is the deputy at the Kingdom of the Netherlands Embassy in Switzerland. Did I get that right, Rick?
Yes, you did indeed.
Welcome.
Ambassador at the Dutch Embassy. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I know that impact is really important to you. So can you explain that? Why is there innovation? Why is impact so important in your role and the things that you're doing right now?
Yeah, thank you very much, Keith. Yeah, indeed, as you said, impact has to come at the beginning of any activity. So as we're making our plans as an embassy for all of the activities we're doing to help Dutch entrepreneurs and scientists, researchers, and also Dutch citizens here in Switzerland, we try to start with the point of what is the impact we're trying to arrive at and incorporate that from the very beginning of all of our planning.
And in what way is the embassy helping the startups that are coming to you right now?
Well, it really goes both ways. We were working with Dutch startups that are trying to enter the Swiss market or trying to have access to Swiss finance, but also startups from abroad, from Switzerland, that are trying to break through to the Netherlands, because the Netherlands is the fourth biggest startup ecology in Europe. And we have the funds, we have the collaborative environment also for startups. So if you have a bright mind and a bright idea, then we can help you with the network and the access to finance to realize whichever impact you're trying to have.
And I'm going to come to a last question because I think it's rather important. I mean, you know that we've been to other cities, other countries with this impact tour. Now, why is Geneva the place that people should come to? Not just because you're there to help out, but what makes Geneva special?
What I really like about Geneva is the way Geneva and also startup scenes like Amsterdam and also The Hague. There's a lot of those bright, new, innovative ideas, young people that have a different take on things and aren't just motivated by making a quick buck, but are motivated by really making a change. And when it comes to, in Geneva, when it comes to digitalization, when it comes to medtech, there are some really interesting developments going on with people that think outside the systems as they were. And take a new, fresh approach to things.
I thank you so much for joining us, especially in this time while the jury is out. And I hope we'll see you a little later when the winners are here, so you can also give them a quick congratulations. But from our side, yeah. I'd like to say again, thank you so much. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you in reality when we get back to doing this in Switzerland next year.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Keith.
Take care. Bye-bye now. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening a little to Rick there from the embassy in Geneva. But I have heard the jury is ready to vote. So before we go there, I'm going to give Maybrit and Govinda the chance to say one line to try and convince or change the mind of the jury members. So Maybrit, why should you win?
Well, we are making a huge impact by bringing non-animal proteins to the forefront and not changing people's habits. So really having a microalgae which is neutral in color and in taste. Because taste is vital.
Taste is vital. If it doesn't taste good, no one's buying the product. Super. So let's move across to Govinda. Why should you win, sir?
I think in next 50 years will be incredibly important for us for renewable energy, especially decentralized one. And I think we are placed there to make sure that decentralized units work better. What we want to. So
Okay, very
there's
clear.
my pitch.
Yeah, no, I said it was one line, so we're keeping you to that because I see the smiles on our jury members. So let us just ask. They're going to vote, so you're going to find out if you win or not. So I think it's time for a drum roll, please. Well, drum roll. René, are you voting red or blue corner?
I will vote blue.
Blue gets one vote. Let's keep that drum roll going because Gerardo, let's find out from you. Is it going to be blue or is it going to be red?
I'm voting red.
It's going to be red. So our casting vote goes to Monique. It could go either way. Monique, let's hear that drum roll again. Who are you going for, red or
The
blue?
pressure's on. The pressure's on. I'm voting blue.
Thank you.
I'm hoping you voted blue with conviction and not just because you required some water at that point. But
No, it was with, well, both are, but this was with conviction. Yeah.
yeah,
So.
no, I think it's a truly, truly worthy winner. Govinda, do you have a message for Maybrit at Alver?
I think it's part of the journey. Sometimes she wins, sometimes we win, so it's normal. Means we have done so much of competition. She has won many times, I've won many times. So, and we're gonna hang around together. I'm gonna work in energy, she's gonna work in food, and these are the two most important topics for climate change. So, yeah, means.
we love you guys. Let's just say that. Maybrit, do you have a message towards Govinda?
Congratulations, Govinda. As you know, I've been a fan of yours from the very beginning, even with the little lamps that I bought for my kids from your solar company. So congratulations, you deserve it.
Super.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Amazing battles there. Now, I think it's time for us to thank all the people that made this possible. We see Impact City, the Unknown Group, and we have to thank Rick at the Embassy of the Netherlands in Geneva. Amazing people, all help make this happen. Amazing crew that are here today that have made the technicals work. Thank you to them as well. You know, I think I have to say I'll see you next time in Oslo. But before I do so, I think we have to announce also who has won that public vote of yours. Well, I have not got it written on my cards because they're keeping it from me too. Lovely the way things work here. But let's see who'll be joining the winner already announced at the finals. Let's have a drum roll, please. Well, with more than 1,700 votes have been cast, let's see who won the hearts of the public.
Hi everyone, my name is Petros and I'm the CEO and co-founder of iCEEP. So at iCEEP, we use technology to digitize and increase the impact of an important process in the circular economy known as take-back schemes. Using the iCEEP mobile application, consumers can now connect with the take-back schemes of their favorite brands, return their used items so that these can either be repaired and re-commerced as new products or recycled and reused as new materials. iCEEP, be a zero-waste hero.
From the bottom of our hearts here, at the Unknown Group and on behalf of all of the sponsors, I really thank all of you for your input today and for making this one of the greatest impact Get in the Rings we've had so far. So from my side, thank you so much. Are we ready to get in the ring with Govinda when he comes back to the Impact Final in autumn this year? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful. So we'll see you all at the autumn final Impact Get in the Ring. Thank you so much.
Hi there, hard workers, thinkers, doers, dreamers, hackers, civil servants, visionaries, students, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and innovators. Here in The Hague, international city of peace and justice, tens of thousands of people are working towards making the world a better place, every day and in many ways. Our city, The Hague, represents a unique hub that connects startups with governments, international companies, research centres, studios, and thousands of creative entrepreneurs. Whether you work for a United Nations organisation, one of the many NGOs, research and education institutions, or your own startup, economic success is intertwined with social impact. We call it the impact economy. It's an economy that has an enormous potential to grow and create beautiful things that benefit all of us. That's why the city is investing in people, places, experiments, and ideas. We can show you many inspiring projects because the impact economy is already here in our city. Discover our stories on www.impactcity.nl. We look forward to meeting you.